So today I want to explore a dynamic processor that's very new to me. This piece of software is called a clipper, and used in conjunction with a limiter, it's a popular tool to make very modern and loud masters. It was developed by Schwabe Digital, and it's inspired by very famous and expensive converters in the mastering realm. The reason I'm checking out this software is not only that I'm curious about learning to use a clipper, but the developer, Ryan Schwabe, is a Philadelphia-based mastering engineer and educator that I have a lot of respect for. Full disclosure, I am not a mastering engineer or a professional audio engineer, just someone who enjoys this stuff. A clipper chops off and reshapes the transients that go above a threshold. And with this software, you can add pleasing saturation to the top of that waveform. Meanwhile, adding nonlinear gain to increase the perceived loudness of your tracks. So not only can your tracks bloom and fatten up, but you can also use this clipper as something like a distortion box. I got to try this clipper out mastering my most recent single called All Wrong. It's a song that I just released and recorded entirely with a Shure SM7b. The interface is pretty simple. There's a bypass box tone for the high end. The clipper has three different ways that it behaves. This is the most aggressive. This is medium, a medium knee. And this is a soft knee. There's a low pass filter that I can engage or disengage on the top left. And the gold has two different ways that it behaves. The classic and the modern. The modern has 2.5 dB and the classic has 6 dB. This increases the perceived loudness of the track. I'm going to turn it off for now. All right. So this blue line is right where the clipper engages. Past this threshold, anything that goes above it will be clipped and reduced. Let's push a little harder into it. And I'm going to add a little gain for the perceived loudness. This is how much work the plugin is doing right here. This is the sound I'm really liking, the hard knee with the low pass filter engaged. Now the Alchemy rolls off a little top end, but in a different way from the box tone. When I bring it up, the cymbals kind of back off a little bit. Kind of relaxes the top end a little bit. Let's push a little harder into the clipper. I tend to like the low pass filter engaged on the whole track. If I click classic here, you're going to hear a lot of added perceived loudness. Yep. I'm going to back that off a little bit. And let's push a little harder. Now we're starting to really do some work. pass filter. It's not as clean with the low pass filter disengaged. And let's push harder. Oh yeah. Now I'm starting to hear a little crispiness. Yeah. Let's hit the low pass filter off. And let's go even harder now. This is the soft knee, hard knee, medium knee. Now if I back off the Alchemy, the cymbals are going to come through. Take the box tone off. Yeah, I hear that. In addition, I can hit the delta button and really hear all the work the plugin's doing. I'm working it pretty hard right now. And let's push as hard as we can into it. It's gonna get crispy. That might be cool on individual tracks when you're kind of going through a saturation thing. The gold adds a lot of perceived loudness. I'm going to back it off to about halfway. And if I feel like too much top end's coming off, I can back off the Alchemy. Really, really cool. So after a few days with this software, I can say that it's really cool. My tracks are loud and competing with major label records. And I'm hearing less artifacts than when I just slam my 2-bus into a limiter. I'd say my one caveat with this product is that it's designed for the end user. And while you can use it as a creative distortion tool, mastering is a really subtle and delicate process. This is not something for beginners. Now, this is also priced at $250, but I'm here just using the 30-day free trial. And if this tool might be useful to you, I'd encourage you to check it out. As always, don't make excuses, make music.